parts of Bucks County, 9 inches. So even when the tornado threat is over, that flooding threat, that will remain not only tonight, but also into tomorrow, possibly also into Friday. I want to bring in meteorologist Adam Joseph to talk more about that flooding threat. Adam?
Yeah, with that flood threat, we talked about the dual threat yesterday. That north and west is where we would take on most of the high water issues. South and east near I-95, that would be where the tornado risk was going to be on the high side. And as we look at the watches and warnings across the area here, these are general flood warnings, meaning streets as well as neighborhoods in the red here. Flash flood warning through midnight for all of southeastern Pennsylvania, northern parts of New Jersey. Also flood warnings for Lancaster and Reading. In addition to that, many of our creeks, most of them are out of their banks in southeastern Pennsylvania. But the major flood warnings will be for the Perkiomen at Graterford, going 6 feet above flood stage. That is happening right now. Will subside by tomorrow morning. The east branch of the Brandywine below Downingtown, 6.3 feet above its flood stage. That is also happening at this moment in time. Then we move our eyes to the Schuylkill River, expected to be moderate flooding, 7 feet above flood stage, cresting tomorrow afternoon. Norristown, major flooding along the Schuylkill, 7.5 feet above its flood stage, early tomorrow afternoon. And in Philadelphia at 30th Street, moderate flooding there, over 6 feet above flood stage, cresting tomorrow roughly in the middle part of the afternoon. Then the eyes will be on the Delaware River. There's a flood warning for the Delaware River. Moderate flooding expected to these locations, cresting not until tomorrow night, early on Friday morning, and Easton, Regalsville, Stockton, also in New Hope. Future tracker radar at 11 o'clock tonight. Still that heavy rain there north and west of Philadelphia, where again we have seen between 5 and 10 inches of rain, with more to come. But by 3 a.m., everything really whips up into New England, and thankfully by tomorrow morning, it is sunny, it is dry. Folks will be assessing their damage in their neighborhoods, and also will continue to, Jim, to watch those waterways that will rise like the Schuylkill and the Delaware all day tomorrow.
Thank you, Adam. That is our special report on the Delaware Valley turned into Tornado Alley. Hopefully the rain will stop soon. Hopefully the damage from the tornadoes turns out to be less than catastrophic. We will have the complete story and the very latest information on all of this on Action News tonight at 11. I'm Jim Gordon.
That'd be fantastic. You have to send us some pictures if you're able to do that.
You got it.
And I'm going to tell you how it works. You're going to give Cal a list of clues that fit each subject. If you're given a legal clue, you're going to hear this sound, but don't stop. Keep on going. If you get stuck, you can say pass, and we'll come back to it if we have time. And if you two can get 6 right in 60 seconds, you're going to win $50,000, my friend.
You got it.
Cal, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. We're matching, both wearing pink shirts.
So here you go, you guys. You ready to get it?
Absolutely.
60 seconds on the clock. Mark.
Happening. Some species are recovering far more quickly than others.
The storm may have passed, but the threat of flooding is not over. Wednesday night, the big story on Action News is the power of Mother Nature slamming and twisting through the Delaware Valley.
We were anticipating the remnants of Hurricane Ida and the dangers it might bring. And now we have the unforgettable images of the storm damage left behind.
We have Action News crews spread across the Delaware Valley tonight collecting the stories of those impacted. But first, let's get to our team of meteorologists, Cecily Tyner and Adam Joseph, bringing us the live updates on the system that's been here for hours at this point, Adam.
It really has. It really started this morning with some scattered downpours and showers. The brunt came this afternoon, this evening. You can see the heaviest of the action now heading into New York City, into southern New England. The tornado watch has now been expired, and the back edge of the rain is coming into Lancaster County and soon will end a little bit after midnight. But still some ongoing thunderstorms. The Garden State Parkway, not severe, but strong in southern parts of Ocean County as well as Burlington County. Another stripe all the way into most of interior South Jersey, down to the Morris River, where there's quite a bit of lightning strikes there, and residual moderate rainfall here in the northwestern suburbs of Philadelphia that took the hardest hit, with the impressive amount of rainfall totals as well as flooding. In fact, storm reports, you can see the flooding is all in southeastern Pennsylvania. And then as you get towards I-95, that's where you see trees down, the tornado signatures, with one confirmed tornado down there in Mullica Hill. So speaking of the hardest hit areas, Mullica Hill in Gloucester County, Beverly in Burlington County, Burlington in Burlington County, Fort Washington and Montgomery County, and also Horsham in that same county with widespread damage. This was the very first tornado warned storm in Oxford, Chester County this afternoon. This on Oxford Road in 472 from Donna, that's sent into my Facebook page. You can see all the snapped poles there. In addition to that, not far from there on Route 1 northbound at Oxford, Ryan sent me this. This is Route 1 north. Look at the cars parked there. Someone on Route 1, the highway, with all those trees falling onto the cars. And in addition to that, tornado warnings, the most tornado warnings in a single year. 16 warnings today, 51 this year, breaking the old record last year of 36 tornado warnings. Bring in meteorologist Cecily Tynan with the other aspect of this, which is the flooding.
And Adam, it certainly has been a really rough day and a rough night. The rainfall estimates, these are radar estimated, and it's an unbelievable amount of rain. Parts of Chester County, close to a foot of rain, 11.2 or 11.4 in eastern Chester County, 10.2 in parts of Montgomery County. And so we had the banding of the rain setting up where you got the same heavy rain over and over again. Those flash flood warnings continue north and west of Philadelphia, and then the flood warnings also. That's when they will kick in. Once you get rid of the flash flooding, you get the flood warnings. The rivers and the streams will be flooding over, and in fact, we're looking at the possibility of some major flooding. The Perkiomen and Graterford right now, that's cresting 6 feet above flood stage. The east branch of the Brandywine below Downingtown cresting now also more than 6 feet above flood stage. The Neshaminy at Langhorne, 9.6 above flood stage. That is cresting soon. And then the river flooding. This will be a big problem, not just tonight. We're talking about through tomorrow. We're looking at moderate flooding for the Schuylkill at Pottstown, cresting tomorrow afternoon about 7 feet above flood stage. Norristown, this is where we're expecting major flooding along the Schuylkill, cresting tomorrow afternoon, 7.5 feet above flood stage. Philadelphia looks like it'll be cresting about 6 feet above flood stage tomorrow afternoon. The good thing heading into the weekend, we've got some beautiful weather. Adam will have some good news for a change tonight coming up in the full AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Rick?
We look forward to good news.
We need it.
All right. Thank you, Cecily and Adam. We'll check back in with you guys in just a little bit. Meanwhile, dozens of Action News viewers sent us cell phone videos of this evening's severe weather. Chris Zener of Gloucester County, New Jersey, captured this incredible video of a funnel cloud. He stopped along Pittman Barnesboro Road in Sewell to grab this video of the ominous sky. So surreal. It was a similar scene here 10 minutes away in Mullica Hill. Dale Doherty took this video from his home along Commissioner Road. Action News reporter Christy Leto continues our team coverage tonight from Mullica Hill, where the tornado has officially been confirmed there. Christy.
That's right, Rick. And Josephine Lane was really directly in the storm's path. And you can see that these two homes, this one here in the distance and then this one right here, really bore the brunt of that impact, particularly this one. When you look at it, you really just want to pray for the people that were inside. Now, I'm told that the neighbors here say that everyone in that particular home got out, but the piles of debris that are now littered through this neighborhood illustrate just how powerful this storm was.
Look at that tornado!
A dark clouded funnel touches down in Mullica Hill, bringing traffic to a halt. Another angle shows it barreling towards homes, and suddenly Josephine Lane is directly in its path.
We hear just a little noise. Next thing you know, we heard everything just breaking.
The National Weather Service says an apparent twister pummeled Gloucester County. Troy Bonenberg and his children were in the basement. Minutes later, the family emerged unharmed. Their belongings, though, scattered throughout the South Jersey neighborhood.
You lost like half of your roof or all of your roof?
No, the whole roof.
Bonenberg's neighbor bore the brunt of this storm. Aluminum siding, roofing, furniture, and children's toys are piled on top of a family car. The house unlivable. First responders remain on scene along with utility companies who spent the evening going door to door.
It's horrible. You know, I mean, you never expect anything like this to happen in this area.
My daughter ran out and said, get in the house quick. So then we came out and this is what's happening.
Piles of debris that can be replaced. Families fortunate this wasn't worse, now tasked with how to rebuild.
Where do you start to you know, right now we're trying to figure out where we're going to go. Plenty of support, neighbors, friends, and family. But what do you do?
Yeah, back out here live, another look at the aftermath. It's again a miracle that this wasn't worse. Definitely a long road for residents to dry out and again clean up. Also, as of this month, reportedly New Jersey has seen about 10 tornadoes this year. That's double what they saw last year. Live here in South Jersey, Christy Aletto, Channel for Action News at 10 on PHL 17. Shari?
Okay, Christy, thanks for that first-hand account. From Christy now, we go to Action News reporter George Solis, live in Horsham, Montgomery County. George, we saw your reports. People are having a hard time navigating the roads and quite the damage left behind there.
Yeah, that's right, Shari, and we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg of what's to come. Behind me, you can see this large tree that's been uprooted by some of the severe weather that moved through here. That traffic that you mentioned, that is still going on. Take a look. People are still trying to navigate Limekill Pike here at Welsh Road. And to give you a better sense of just what event moved through here, the strong winds, this is a street sign that's completely bent about 90 degrees. Incredible. And that's not all. If you go further down, you can actually see more of that at some of the business fronts. There's also, right behind me, a power line that appears to be down. We've seen utility crews out here surveying some of the damage already. I've been getting reports from people that live in the area that say, fortunately, some of the homes were spared, but there were some that received some damage from some of the tree debris that's been floating around out here. They are waiting for daybreak to begin to assess the real damage. Down power lines and large trees made up most of the treacherous trek into Horsham as the remnants of Ida moved through.
I've been trying to get home for the last hour.
Some that live here left weighing the option to stay put or risk going into floodwaters to check on their homes and loved ones.
So I've been parked at the CVS. I tried every route and it's even worse a little further down that way.
A trail of destruction welcomed many drivers along Welsh Road and Limekill Pike. With a steady flow of rain, the roads look more like rapids as flooding remained consistent. More destruction was apparent in nearby Maple Glen.
Felt the house starting to shake, and we kind of heard like the rain that had kind of been steadily falling start to really increase in intensity to the point that I couldn't even hear myself think.
Large trees and power lines also taken down by the severe weather. The early hum of generators could also be heard from those that lost power.
See branches start to get carried by the wind past my house. The chair on our front porch got flipped, and it was nuts.
In Pottstown, prone to flooding West High Street proved too much for some drivers who ended up abandoning their cars. Rescuers prepared for a long night ahead.
Yeah, you gotta use common sense. Don't jeopardize, your life or your vehicle.
And back out here live, fortunately, the waters that you see here, not tall enough that cars are getting stuck, but you can see that, again, this is just a traffic gridlock, and it's been like this for several hours now. And again, people now awaiting for daybreak to begin to assess the damage. And something very important I want to point out, Horsham put out some information for residents that are either without power or did suffer some significant damage. They mentioned that 2 centers are now open, one of them being at the Horsham Community Center, the second one being at Hallowell Elementary School. Again, this is for anyone that may be without power at this hour or suffered some severe damage. This as the relentless rain continues here in this region. For now, we are live in Horsham. George Solis for Action News at 10 on PHL 17. Rick and Shari.
All right, George, thank you for that report. Well, the remnants of Ida did not only bring devastating tornadoes and winds, but severe flash flooding. This rushing river was captured in between apartment buildings in Audubon, Camden County. Action News viewer Mark Poley captured the flash flooding here at the Willowbrook Apartments on Egypt Road.
Well, back in Pennsylvania, the Tehican Creek in Bucks County, look at this. It swelled to incredible high levels this afternoon. This was taken near Geddes Run in Point Pleasant. If you know this neighborhood, it's just before the entrance to the Delaware Valley, and you can see that the yards have been turned into lakes there.
And it didn't stop there. Parts of Chester County were slammed with flash flooding as well. Cars here at the Ash Park Apartments in Coatesville are completely ruined tonight.
Action News reporter Dan Cuellar, he's continuing our team coverage tonight. Dan's live in Westchester where the flooding is expected, Dan, to last into tomorrow.
That's right, Shari. And what we've seen here tonight in Chester County has been unrelenting rain driven by gust and coming down in sheets. What that would inevitably mean is flash flooding that seemed to come suddenly. And quite frankly, it was quite dangerous for us trying to get around tonight for this report, because it seemed that no matter what roadway we would go on, it would suddenly flood, and then we'd have to try to find an alternate route, and it just was. Well, take a look. This was the scene on many roadways tonight, especially those near the Brandywine Creek, which has a notorious history of flooding. But this was especially bad for motorists traveling tonight because it seemed no matter what alternate route you tried to take, it was flooded as well in spots, making it difficult to get through. Route 322 near Westchester turned into a river tonight, with some motorists wisely not wanting to chance it and turning around instead. And through all of this, the rain just kept pouring down nonstop. Earlier in the evening, Route 30 at Business Route 30, a major thoroughfare, was flooded out. People were driving through it, but it was pretty flooded. In Coatesville, this is Fifth Ave and Olive, another area known for flooding badly. Late today, there was flooding up to the stop sign. And just to show that virtually no area was spared, this is Downingtown, Jefferson Ave, and Chestnut. And finally, Malvern, Route 29 and Atwater Drive. Cars flooded out with water up to the hoods. And late tonight, the flash flood warnings continue. The police chief in Downingtown is asking residents who live in low-lying areas to go to the highest level of their homes and call 911 to be rescued. That's how dangerous it is out here tonight, to give you just a glimpse. Live here in Westchester, I'm Dan Cuellar, Action News at 10 on PHL 17. Shari.
Yeah, and with nightfall, there's just so much we can't see and we don't know. Dan, thank you. So let's talk about that. Right now, nearly 100,000 people are without power around the region. PECO's reporting more than 36,000 of those customers, and most are in Montgomery County. PSE&G says it has 56,000 customers without power. Atlantic City Electric is reporting 3,900 customers without power in Gloucester County. And Delmarva Power says it has about 410 outages.
Well, when the rain moves out, the threat for flooding still lingers into tomorrow. Meteorologist Chris Sowers will bring you live updates every hour well into the morning hours. You can see those updates on our family of streaming apps. Well, we also have a full list of school closures already in effect for tomorrow as well, scrolling at the bottom of your screen. And you can find them online at 6abc.com.
Yeah, stay with us. Much more to cover tonight. We'll be back here at 10.
Boost and Cricket charge more for unlimited 5G. Metro doesn't. Introducing the big 5G upgrade. Just $25 a month gets you unlimited 5G and a free 5G smartphone. That's half the price for one line of unlimited 5G smartphone data. Plus a free Samsung Galaxy 5G when you switch and trade in. All with the power of the T-Mobile 5G network. Rule your day with 5G. Only at Metro.
Up, up, up they go. Not the billionaires' rocket ships. They're soaring profits. And corporate taxes, some pay zero. Time to let the middle class rise for a change. The American Jobs and Families Plan closes tax loopholes for the wealthy and big corporations to cut taxes for families and fund early childhood education so parents get back to work today and children have stronger tomorrows. Finally, an economy that works for families like yours.
Life has taught you many lessons. Like all you can eat is strangely unsatisfying. That's why it's better to have what you actually need. You've learned that one size fits all never seems to fit. That's why a Cigna Medicare plan gives you care that fits your health needs and budget. You've also learned that word of mouth means words you can trust, and 4 out of 5 customers would recommend a Cigna Medicare Advantage plan to their friends and family. Learn more at CignaMedicare.com, because life has taught you well.
The NFL is back, and we're celebrating by giving everyone 73 points on Tampa Bay. Why 73? Because the largest defeat ever recorded was by that much back when football looked like... So you've really got a shot here. As long as Tampa Bay doesn't lose to Dallas by 74, you win. Head to the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Bet Tampa Bay plus 73 points opening night and make it rain with an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
We are following some breaking news out of Montgomery County. We know the damage that these storms have done tonight. Action News now getting word and confirming that a person has died following tonight's storms. The initial information is this is in Upper Dublin, Montgomery County on Kenyon Drive. Of course, we're working to get more information. We are told the person was killed when a tree fell onto a house. In Chester County, Action News viewer Patrick McKenna sent us this video from his neighborhood in East Goshen Township. This is Cornwallis Drive, where you can see only a few inches of water can cause such a huge headache.
All right. Let's check back in with meteorologist Adam Joseph in the Weather Center. And Adam, you and Cecily have been tracking tornado warnings, flash flooding watches all evening long. And give us an update on what we can expect for the rest of the evening into tomorrow.
We probably have another at least 3 to 4 hours of dealing with some heavy rainfall passing through the region, but then that's going to quickly clear up a little bit later tonight. And the reason you saw that flooding video just now in Chester County, northwest of Philadelphia, in the month of August, which ended yesterday, those areas saw upwards of double the amount of normal rainfall before this even hit, and then you added another half a foot to a foot of rain on top of it. We go to the south. There is a cluster of thunderstorms right now that is blasting through Cape May County from the tip of Cape May all the way up into Atlanta County. Not severe, but there's lightning out of this, brief heavy rain and some gusty winds. Philadelphia, we are now in the light rainfall. That heavy rain is moving quickly along 206 right now and stretching down to 42. So there's the drying area coming in from Wilmington and Lancaster County, and that heavy rainfall in Montgomery County beginning to end, pushing into Bucks County. Allentown, the rain is about to end there and start to shut the faucet off. Right now, as we look at Future Tracker at 12:30, still dealing with some pockets of heavy rain in Trenton. Notice how it really starts to dry up to the south and west. By 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, we need the sunglasses if you're heading out early, because the sun will be plentiful out there. That continues into tomorrow afternoon, with not much in the way of cloud cover. Right now, temperatures are in the 70s. Near 80 at the shore, and look at the change with a north wind coming in around that low pressure center. Already 50s in the Poconos, 63 in Allentown, and another big change that is arriving is where we are pushing out that tropical humidity that has suffocated us for nearly a month straight. 70s in South Jersey, now pulling back into the lower 60s north and west, 50s in the Poconos. So we will be heading into the comfy zone for the next several days. But again, severe weather now into southern New England, as well as New York State and Long Island. That continues to moving on. So tomorrow, bright and beautiful, only in the mid 70s with that low humidity, guys. And no matter where you are tomorrow, no one's getting to 80 degrees. Really a nice day. We'll have much more on that 7-day coming up in 15 minutes, Rick.
All right, Adam, thank you. Our coverage continues. Quick break. More Action News after this. Stay with us.
SEPTA is the hometown way to go. Plan your trip at iseptaphilly.com.
The engineers at Acura have made a remarkable discovery. A truly extraordinary car.
It's like a truly extraordinary journey.
To achieve it,
you have to get off the beaten path. Don't miss our newest lineup at the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on the RDX.
At the Rothenberg Law Firm, it's our duty to make sure our clients get everything they are entitled to.
1-800-624-8888, injurylawyer.com.
It's Boscov's Labor Day event. Take an extra 20% off our lowest sale prices of the season on most mattresses. We carry all the top brands. No one sells our Sealy Posturepedic for less. Sealy Queen mattresses starting at just $319, plus free delivery and setup. Boscov's is having a 2-for-1 Lazy Boy event. 2 great chairs, 1 low price. This Lazy Boy Casey rocker recliner, 2 for $899.99. Plus free delivery on upholstered furniture, $799.99 and up. It's Boscov's Labor Day event.
To recap, the mascot or the jingle.
When you're in a fender bender, there's 3 letters to remember. NJM.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Ashley Home Store's greatest Labor Day sale event, and your chance to save 60% off on every Ashley furniture group, plus free delivery and setup. Find incredible savings on Ashley sofas, sectionals, and reclining pieces, leather furniture, dining rooms, Ashley bedrooms, and more. Many collections at Ashley's best prices ever. Save 60% off all furniture, plus free delivery. The greatest Labor Day sale, now at America's #1 furniture and mattress store, Ashley Home Store.
I know it looks like I'm trying to stop this plane, but I'm not. This is a Nissan sales event ad. Don't let that get away. This Rogue has more standard safety features than any car in its class, so you can handle almost anything.
Hurry in for 0% financing for 36 months on Rogue.
Gotta hurry before these deals take off.
Well, this is getting national attention. A new law in Texas bans abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy or when a fetal heartbeat is detected. And this includes cases of incest or rape. It's considered one of the strictest anti-abortion laws in the United States. President Joe Biden says it violates constitutional rights set in place by Roe versus Wade. Governor Greg Abbott signed the bill into law in May, making today, September 1st, the effective date.
Millions of children lose their right to life every year because of abortion. In Texas, we work to save those lives.
When it goes to the Supreme Court, I would expect that